planning on making a gacha voice acted series? In this video, I will go over the perfect requirements and process, step by step, you need to follow to ensure the success of your gacha series. I speak with some years of experience, having been cast on quite a number of them, so I assure you the contents of this video will be worth your while. Especially the end of the video. I'd stick around the end if I were you. If you were thinking about creating one, then I won't lie, it is quite a harsh march into hell. But don't sweat it, I'll provide you with the wings you need to get through it all. Now let's stop with the metaphors and get into it, shall we? Before even thinking about the story and brainstorming some kind of multiverse where the MC has to go around kill himself to get to his goal and then karate fighting, you need to be sure 100% you will be able to be free and finish at least the first season. Because I know the excuses. School, activities, school, oh yeah, family and friends, but also school. I get that. It's really important to focus on your studies. Which is why don't start a voice acted series if you feel you won't be able to finish it. Just don't. It's not worth months of work where 6 months in, the first episode isn't even out. You disappoint the fans waiting for it, the people you've cast to help, you get stressed out because people demand for it. It's just not worth it. Unless you have incredible resilience that is to put schoolwork on top of the project. But if you don't, it's just better to wait for a better time when you feel like you will be able to make consistent progress. Now, if everything's good, school's a piece of cake, you don't intend your gacha series to be animated by frame and everyone in your life is happy, then that is the moment you can start. You obviously should start by planning out the story, you know? Start, ending, the in-between and all that fun stuff, but what's really after is the video asking for help. The audition video. Without voice actors, it'd be pretty stupid to call this a voice acted series, and best way to get some free and disposable individuals is to just ask for their service. I'm kidding, of course, they're not disposable, but most of the time they are free though. There are a lot of people in this community that would like to join projects like these. I went more in depth about auditioners in this video, go check that out. The audition video should have all the info about the series and its needs. A summary for intrigue, roles that you need on your crew, prerequisites, some character cards, maybe a sneak peek, anything that make people interested in the project. Make it concise though, you don't want it to be too long, and make it appear on the thumbnail with a big ass text that is asking for people, and with that I assure you views will just flow in. Another tip is to do it in a voiceover. It just seems to be working better than with none. Well, actually that's not guaranteed, but I'd still do a voiceover. After this video, or even before to be honest, you need to be sure to have someone next to you that can help you make decisions, help you with casting, someone capable of directing the project when you're gone, a co-director. They are your support, primarily when you aren't able to work, and they just take your place while you're gone. That's really as far as it goes, albeit a pretty short step, arguably one of the most important ones. Then, after having chosen your perfect cast, you will enter the production phase, where everyone becomes a workaholic. Or, you know, the opposite. And unfortunately, the latter is 90% of cases. I'm not joking. Which is why, as a director, I know it will sound harsh and strict and annoying and whatever else, but you must be demanding towards your cast. You have hired them and they've auditioned to work for you. Although no one's paid, to me this is a moral contract, a creative pact. Everyone has to do their own jobs because everyone has agreed to be part of the project. Being this way towards your cast helps you finish the project and at the same time them get better somewhere. Maybe time management or just work in general. They could even work together, allowing them to improve all the same. It helps everyone in some way or another instead of being lazy and scrolling on TikTok. That's my mindset, to be honest. Not to say I'd be a tyrant, of course, that's not what I'm asking you to be, but there must be some sort of authority when deadlines aren't met or when something isn't the way you would have liked it to be. You ask to change it, stuff like that, you know? Don't be scared to be the director, because I see this a lot, so be mindful of that. Unless the project is more about fun than anything else. At that point, then yeah, don't bother keeping in mind this last section and the next one, but still precise it in the video so that we're all clear. This next thing, I could have put it in the last section, but it's so fucking important and dumb, and what causes it and what comes from it happens so often that I just had to make a whole other section just for this. Demand progress regularly. Don't wait a whole month to ask if this shit's been done. I wonder if Esteban finished that walking animation I asked of him a month ago. He said he'd have it for me 2 weeks ago, but still nothing. I really wonder why. I also asked him for an update the same day. He didn't answer. He does answer me when I ask about anything else though. Dumb! Constantly keep tabs on who does what and what gets done. That's how you get organized and efficient. Don't wait for everything to turn into Discord. This kind of ties into the last point again. But if your project gets slower and slower, I'd say it'd be a good time to ask folks to hurry the fuck up and do their jobs. It's going to come across as annoying to someone, but if they can't keep up the pace, then the whole cast will be affected by it. The project will progressively get irrelevant, people will forget about it, and sooner than you'll expect, days will turn into weeks, then months, and then years. I've seen it happen, but if it gets to months, then it's obvious someone has fled the ship. In that case, act immediately by hiring new individuals to fill in. If you have to, make a video asking for that too. It is that simple. Be proactive. Now that you're in the right mind, everyone's working well, and you have no problems, it's time to get to the marketing. Make trailers. Post official art that can hype people up. Post sneak peeks. Put your soul into that, because unless your audition video did numbers, then you're gonna need those. It's the only way you get an anticipatory audience before the first episode comes out, and strangely enough, I see almost nobody do this. It's insane. No wonder no one even knows it exists. You don't try to bring hype to it. Do all that and repeat, and sooner or later, hopefully, you'll start having a little audience. Marketing is really important. I really don't know why people don't try that. It could genuinely solve the views issue, which is like, no one even watches the series. After the first episode comes out and there's good reception, repeat. Your audience will slowly but surely grow. Turn into a little fandom and you'll be on cloud 9. I would. Imagine having people discuss your story, theories, characters they like, fan arts. I don't know how it would make anyone happy. It means your work is appreciated. Keep on and you'll get to the ending just fine. Now for some suggestions. There are other things you do wrong that could give you a bad start. First of all, think about the series length. I'll be straightforward. Start with one season with 12 episodes max. If you even get there, that'd be a miracle in itself. The video length should definitely stay low as well, like 10 to 20 minutes. I highly suggest that, unless your workflow is fast and you can dish out episodes at a moderate pace and with decent quality. If you can do that, then go for it. And in general, don't make the series too long. It's too much investment and people will not stick around long, trust me. But that's just a suggestion. You can do the whole opposite if you want. Really, I genuinely love to see how it turns out. And you might make this argument, but Mako, look at RosyClozy, she got a whole season 2 going on. And I say that's because it's RosyClozy. Is that true for the rest of us? It's nobody's forgetting her. No one's forgetting the music freaks. Even if it goes 2 years with no content, especially when a season 2 is coming. RosyClozy is a case apart because she's been in the community for a big while and has like the best animation. Not to mention TMF is a decent story with like the biggest fandom in the community with good characters that will be bound to get fans. It is so unlikely she gets irrelevant unless she quits, which I really hope not, but sooner or later that will happen. And even if TMF ends and that she announces a new series that will arrive, right back at it, that's gonna be the talk of the community. Again, her animation's just that good that she can't be nerfed in any way and that she's immune against irrelevancy. Even years from now, if the gacha community is still here, she won't be forgotten. She's just made too much of an impact that she almost overshadows other animators. It feels like I'm exaggerating and kinda degrading, I know, but to just tell you that you'd need to get on her level if you want to make the same impact. Or something else that warrant you the same praise she's got. We're still waiting for someone. And by the way, 50% of this video doesn't apply for the ones that are aiming to make a fully animated series like RosyClozy. That is a whole other discussion. So yeah, here's the perfect, I'd say, blueprint into making a gacha voice acted series. And before leaving, I saw you there, you little prick. Why don't you check out a certain gacha voice acted series in the works? Divinity. I am a writer in this series and we've opened auditions. If you're aspiring to be a voice actor, a writer, a music producer, or literally anything else, then try your chance here. It is a fantasy mixed with some adventure story and fully animated series. 15-year-old Audrey Francis gets enrolled in San Maria College. Unbeknownst to her, a magical boarding school. As she comes to discover she has powers, she encounters friends, enemies, and allies that will help her in her journey. A dark organization is around. How will she fare against its dangerous individuals? You don't want to miss it. Most of the story goes to the director, actor, which I'll show the channel here and in the description. And he also animates the full thing, which is ambitious and very impressive. I only help in bringing ideas, managing the story, and a part of the dialogue. He's the one that checks everything out before it passes. And well, I also serve as a sort of alarm disguised as a megaphone intended to wake the writers up when there's no progress being made. But I don't do this often nowadays since we're in the audition phase. So don't be shy, join the Discord. Hope to see you there. I am Mako, and this was the title because it doesn't work here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until we see each other again, ciao, get out.